today. From Orchard Park, New York, it's Week 13 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Just around the corner as you get a look at Bills Stadium just south of Buffalo, New York. Today we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Buffalo Bills. This taken in about 4 yards deep, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So here are the Chiefs now coming out for their opening drive. Leading the charge will be their quarterback, always fun to watch, Deshaun Watson.
And I'll bet right now it's just one thought in his mind.
Win the game.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt. He played pretty well. I mean, he didn't turn over the ball in terms of interceptions,
no,
right?
2 touchdown passes last week.
2 touchdown passes, but when your team doesn't win, that's just hollow. And the best quarterbacks don't care about anything but whether or not their team won.
They'll start with the option. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He was brought down.
What an advantage having a lead guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
On 2nd and 9. Watson. That's caught by Howard.
Watson's pass.
What a career he continues to have. That catch is number 815. That ties him with Hall of Famer Shannon Sharp.
And just think about this. The only people ahead of him in the tight end position in catches, Antonio Gates, Jason Witten, and Tony Gonzalez. You catch 815 passes as a tight end in the NFL, call your tailor and get measured for the gold jacket.
And this is going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Pulled in at the 24. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. And they will be led out by their 6'3 quarterback.
What I loved about meeting with him before the game was talking to a guy who takes ownership of his performance. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week, but all he focused on was the loss, okay? And he did say, if I change my stats a little bit, not necessarily for me to look better, but that'll help my team.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down right at.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Castillo looking to throw on 2nd down.
Castillo's pass.
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored. You give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
They lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Could have gone with a ground game there, opted for the quick pass. Well, I don't know that it would have mattered, Charles, but it didn't work out.
In a lot of these offenses, yards after catch are built in without explicitly saying it. In this case, he didn't make anyone miss out on the perimeter. Got tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
And brings up 4th down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. McCaffrey. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
On the carry.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of 7 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards.
Brings up 2nd.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Operating from the gun, Castillo. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. And the Bills are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
Okay, I'm not so great at math, but I just looked over at our statistician, Marvin, and he signaled to me 5 for 5 to get things started here on this open.
And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Ricky Seals-Jones with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bills have taken the early lead. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stop it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. They got it done.
Set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Kansas City taking the field for their 2nd drive. And they're coming off a 3 and out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. From the gun, here's Watson. He finds Howard complete.
Watson's pass.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down with the 1st down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
On 1st down, it's Watson. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Right back to him for 10 more and a 1st down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Watson on 1st down. Harris has it over the middle. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up second down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And 4 yards to go.
To the air yet again, Watson. And they take him down. The Bills get to him.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
The Bills take over first and 10. At their own 23.
So here come the Bills out for their second drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Here's McCaffrey. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
McCaffrey, the ball carrier.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. On the crossing route, complete. That's Ford.
Buffalo Bills. First and 10 at the 34-yard line. That's the end of
second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football as they've got it with a first and 10. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football. From the 34 now, here's first and 10 as they've got it with a third down coming up. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Oh, he almost had the rare interception. The big fella couldn't hang on, though. Incomplete.
Results.
And that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just one first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
He'll find his tight end, Seals Jones. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on fourth. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on first and 10. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
No gain on the play.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Castillo now to throw on second down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Number 82.
Well, they were unable able to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
That's complete to his tight end, Seals Jones. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Here's a first down throw that's complete, and they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. From 19 yards away. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
There's not much is perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure to just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Rosas good with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Back to throw, Watson. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak. And while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close. But the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
Oh, that one sailed a bit, but the catch is still made. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The Chiefs on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, Watson. Got a man, it's Judy, complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down. Again, it's Watson. Out quickly to Judy. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. He was trying to find O.J. Howard, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
3rd down and 5 yards.
Watson looks to throw again. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And he will have a Chiefs first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
First down, Kansas City.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. A shotgun snap for Watson, finding Harris over the middle. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 14. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
These guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
This will be caught at about the 5. And the Chiefs are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Watson now to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
On 2nd down now, it's Harris. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. They'll try and run with Harris, and not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4, and that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. And it's a fake. He's going to throw it. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. Now the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Set to return it. Here's Moore. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. We're in the 2nd quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. From the gun, Castillo. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bills will extend their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And it's now 21-7.
Set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
KC's offense ready to take over. In a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
On first down, Watson. He's got his tight end over the middle, O.J. Howard. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Operating from the gun, Watson. And he's got a man. It's the tight end, Howard, complete. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, Watson. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy. And now it's 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Throwing again is Watson. That's caught by Howard. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
Now a first down throw, Watson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. This is a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things definitely getting interesting around the NFL as we begin the month of December. So let's get right to it. Next, let's get over to Baltimore to check on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Lions. Josh Jacobs with a touchdown run. Game to the visiting Tennessee Titans. Kyler Murray has thrown a touchdown pass. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. Moore now to return. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
First and 10.
Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. He's enjoying a great deal of success. His team is also enjoying a great deal of success.
Yeah, he's got that nice little, what I call the QB lean going right now. You see that little stroll that he's got
swagger
going? Yeah, he's definitely got that. You see him throwing the...
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
That's good for a Buffalo Bills.
Pretty heavy traffic over the middle on that one, and somehow he emerged with the football. Way to possess it, despite all the extra contact and people around him.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll take it across the 50 and into cheap territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Running lanes ready to frame him in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 2.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's got this down to the 35. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
Well, you certainly have to give them a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. To throw again. Castillo. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Able to find Harris, complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. His first catch of this 3rd quarter, he had 7 in the first half. It's also a first down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Taken down at the 14-yard line.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Looking to throw. Castillo looking left side. That's caught by Moore. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. It's the fullback. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And he'll bang that one through. So that drive spans 13 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosazon to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. But sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run. So I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
And he finds Howard complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
First down, Kansas City.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
On 2nd and 11 now. Watson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
The passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Watson now to throw on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt.
At their own 26.
Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. So officially now a 1,000-yard campaign for him, but I don't think he's going to take his foot off the gas pedal.
Yeah, it's one of those thoughts, though, that creeps into your mind because there is a little mini celebration over on the sidelines. Everybody, hey, job well done, over 1,000 already. But guaranteed, as you noted, someone's jumped in that huddle and said, a lot more to be done, guys. Let's not, would you say, take your foot off the pedal? Let's not do that right now. But there is that possibility as people can get self-satisfied. The greats do not. We'll find out what he's made of.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. 3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
This is McCaffrey, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Brought down behind the line.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Here's Castillo from the gun on 3rd down. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
They've been brilliant, perfect on 4th down so far. 3 for 3, and they're going to try again here. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. So the magic runs out, so to speak. They were 3 for 3 on 4th down conversions, now 3 for 4.
So the defense finally gets to exhale.
Yeah.
Because they were wondering, 3 for 3 getting converted on 4th down. That percentage is way high. They hadn't stopped them at all. Finally, they get a stop. They can get to the sidelines now and rest a little bit.
On 1st down, it's Watson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to stay in the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block them. They were on him in a hurry.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. From the gun, here's Watson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
The Chiefs on 3rd down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Being chased out left.
Number 4, Deshaun Watson on the keeper.
Well, there were a couple of extra defensive backs in the game, so he really had nowhere to go with the football despite his search for an open receiver. So he has to take off and run for it, but he comes up well short of the line to gain.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They will indeed snap it to Watson. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And the Bills are going to get the football back. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've got an answer for it.
It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? At this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think he continued to do so.
8-yard line.
To throw is Castillo. Throwing on first down. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. From the gun, Castillo. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the fourth quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Watson. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. Now this is picked up by the Bills. 20. And this is going to be brought back for a Bills touchdown.
Touchdown, Bills.
And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. Rosas now to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this carries into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
A chance for us now to look at this Bills defense again. And they had the fumble return for a touchdown, and boom, they're right back out there again.
And you hear so many people talk about opportunistic defenses in today's football. Well, they make their own breaks because they work at it all the time. We've been in the practices, the drills where they're trying to strip the football, the takeaways. They're always working on it, and it paid off for them on the last possession.
Paid off. Now can they do it again? Watson on first down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Complete to number 47. A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Chiefs.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Mine's 50. Watch the slant. Hey.
Out of the gun, Watson. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
Chiefs.
From the 50, it's Watson. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And they will finally catch him, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. An outstanding pickup there for the Chiefs. 42 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
And it is caught at the 7-yard line.
Watson.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. Third and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable.
Mine's 50.
They'll try to run with Harris. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh, yeah.
It's an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on off.
And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Touchdown, Kansas City.
A great effort there. his first touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead.
The kicker on for the point.
So they went for it from the 1 on 4th and goal, and they got it done.
Is this the new NFL?
This is the new NFL.
This is the updated NFL, and I like it. I know that quarterbacks across the league have spent the entire offseason and even during the season lobbying their coaches to go for it more on 4th down. Let's go get it. Because nowadays, you've got to score points to win games in the NFL. You can't just rely on your defense to hold them.
I think the quarterbacks want to eliminate field goals inside of 30 yards, probably.
Well, listen, they have enough confidence in themselves that they can call plays and make plays, but they won't need those field goals inside the 30.
Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. And the passing game, I mean, look at the numbers. It's fallen off. When a team is struggling, sometimes you look at the quarterback. When the quarterback starts to struggle, who goes over and picks him up?
Yeah, that's always a big one, isn't it? Usually, there's a quarterback whisperer somewhere. And what I mean by that is, whether it's an assistant coach, whether it's one of his best friends on the team, someone that can get in his ear, get with him and say, all right, my man, what do you need? What's going on here? So he's one person he can lean on. He's going to have to lean on that guy right now.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. The passing game continues to be their friend, even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles. They're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he is going to have a Bills first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Looking for the end zone. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's the bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know, as a defender, it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Christian McCaffrey hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And nothing special there. They showed they were going to run the football. They ran it. They got it in.
Like old-time football, right? Hey, this is exactly what we're going to do. Straight-ahead power, and they got it done.
Roses to add the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. So the drive there took 6 plays. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey.
Aldrich Rosa set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Their own 23-yard line.
Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Here's Watson on first down. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Maybe a frustration. Penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Here's Watson. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Touchdown.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
And that'll cut the lead down now to 18. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
And now out come the Bills. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And they take a knee. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Bills, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-4. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Atlanta Falcons next week. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, they fall to 6-6 now on the campaign. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Denver Broncos. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin.